currently hanging out in the greenhouse. What I had planned today may not work as well because it actually decided to rain and I was not paying attention to the weather. The grandbabies are here as well. If you can hear the four-wheeler in the background, kind of keeping an eye on them. So my plan was to kind of clean up the garden a little bit, which is probably not going to happen. But I do have some tips, and I'm going to tell you what I plan on doing this fall and winter to get my raised beds ready for the spring. So this is something I purchased this summer, and I'm going to add it to my beds. I'm just going to sprinkle it over. But this is about all I'm going to use as in minerals or anything to build my soil. I do have some things down here that I keep on hand just for maybe spotting, spot adding stuff to different beds in case something has in-rot or something like that. But other than that, I don't use that a whole lot. I have had to use it on my, what did I have? I think my Tromboshini had like blossom in-rot and I had to add one of them and it helped out. So it was just a deficiency in the soil, or maybe it used a lot of it, so that helped out with that. So I kind of keep those on hand. But I am going to show you something that I'm going to do new this year, but I'm also going to show you something that I do every year. What? You going to help me? Yeah, leave those there. One of the things I do have to get rid of soon are these. I'm going to pull these. I've been pulling these up as I see them. These are morning glories. While they are pretty, man, if vegetation only lived and grew like these things, these are crazy. Look at that tomato plant coming up. All right, this is gonna have to be a little fast. It's a mess out here. So my plan is, I still haven't cleaned all of this up back here, if you can see that back there. I have a lot of mess to clean up, and I've got to compost a lot of that. Did you get green tomatoes? All right, put them in the basket. Thank you. Can you go? Yep, there's maybe some over there where the chickens are. So I've got to clean all this up. I'm waiting on my loofahs to kind of die off. So they're kind of dying off. I'm going to have to keep myself out of there. They're kind of dying off a little bit. And so they have really taken this one over. And there's some more back over there in that cattle panel that I usually put them on, or the hog panel. But I've got lots of cleanup to do. I've even got, it looks like carrots coming up. Wow, this is kind of funny. So, no, that's dill. Oh my gosh, look at all the dill. I came out here not long ago, but didn't pay attention to that. So there's dill coming up, and of course this is all weedy. But so what I'm going to do is I usually cover all these after I get everything out with leaves. I have a leaf mulcher and a leaf blower mulcher, and that's what I'm going to be doing again. So my plan is to use the leaf mulcher. And I will cover all the beds with that. But I also have tree mulch that my son-in-law brought me, and it has set out and it's getting, wet and it's decomposing, and that's what I want. So I've been using it different places, but I'm also going to use some of it on these raised beds for more organic matter. So what I'm trying to do is not to use a lot of additives, not having to buy a lot of additives. I would prefer not to do that if I don't have to. And so if I can just add a little bit to like the Redmond soil build, if I can just add a little bit, this year and maybe not have to do that. I have compost out in the field from the cows that has been out there for at least a year, maybe more. My husband just kind of keeps adding to it. So I've got that as well. So I can add a thin layer, add some leaves, add some mulch, and just get everything ready. So it will overwinter, and then I'll be ready to go in the spring. So that's the plan. It's already almost November. Actually, tomorrow is, hey buddy, thank you. Still have tomatoes. Tomorrow is November 1st, actually. And yeah, my garden still isn't cleaned up. So I've got some work to do. Hopefully maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So let me know what you're doing to get your garden ready for winter. If you're still planting, what you're planting. That was my plan, but that did not happen. I actually have garlic that I need to plant, but I haven't done that either. So I have lots to do still, I feel like, and I can't seem to find the time to do it. Yeah, we have lots of tomatoes. We're going to give the chickens, right? Are we giving these to the chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have more? Okay, thank you. So I have good helpers out here with me today. But let me know, what are you doing for your garden to get it ready for the winter, ready for the spring, for the next planting? So drop your comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.